What's going on, guys? I'm here at CES 2014 at the Sony booth, checking out some of their awesome lenses. I'm here with Dean. He's going to show us this pretty awesome product that can be used on your iOS device or even an Android device. So Dean, tell us a little bit more about this lens that you got here.
Okay, so this is the QX. We call this the lens style camera. And the reason why we say camera in it is because it actually is a full camera. It's a lens sensor processor. It has its own battery and memory card inside here. And as you can see that there's a button on the side, a little shutter button, and a zoom, so you can use it separately. But you'll notice that there's no control menu or LCD. And really what this is supposed to do is enhance your cell phone photography. A lot of people are using cell phones instead of point and shoots, but the problem is not all cell phones, even the best of them, aren't the best in low light situations. You have no zoom, or if it is a zoom, it's a digital zoom, and your resolution is usually down as well. So what we've done is we've come up with the QX10 and the QX100 cameras, and we got two different versions. The one is a 10x zoom. The other one is more of a professional camera, and that's the one around my neck, and I'll talk about that in a second. But the ideal situation is these work peer-to-peer Wi-Fi. So the similar way of how you connect two Bluetooth devices, this connects via Wi-Fi. So any Android device or any Apple iOS device, you can connect these up just using the Wi-Fi connection. Now with an Android, you have the benefit of connecting via one-touch NFC.
NFC, yeah.
So you don't really have to do anything. You just touch them together, and you can see these as two little clips on the back. So I can clip this onto my phone, and I can use it as a camera, and now I have a much better camera than what is on the camera or on the phone itself. Correct. I have a 10x zoom, I have a much bigger sensor, much bigger lens, so low light shooting, much easier to do it that way.
Yeah, actually, I was checking this out earlier, and it had great performance in low light. I was really impressed by it. So, so you say it works through NFC. So how does it work whenever it comes to like iPhones? Does it connect through Wi-Fi connection?
Right. So what happens is that even on an Android device, it's a Wi-Fi connection. It's a peer-to-peer Wi-Fi connection. What NFC does, NFC, the near field communication, it just does that handshake. It just says, I need to connect to you, and the way that we're going to connect is via Wi-Fi. So I'm going to turn Wi-Fi on both devices, and I'm going to make the connection without having to put any codes or anything like that in it. So it just makes it a lot quicker.
Okay. So also, do you need like an external app or something for it to function correctly? Yeah. So there's a free download app. You can get it on either the iOS Apple Store or on the Android Play Store. It's called Sony Play Memories Mobile, and it's part of our Play Memory suite of products and software applications. But it's a free download, and it allows you to preview your image and then also control the camera from your device. Now when you take a photo, let's say for instance you're controlling the camera and you're taking a photo, it'll transfer a lower resolution image to your phone or your tablet. You can compare this with tablets or iPads as well. So you get a 2 megapixel image that'll transfer across that you could use instantly for sharing on Facebook or YouTube or any one of the other sharing sites, whether it's a video or still that you're taking. And it'll save the high resolution 20 megapixel image on the micro SD card that's inside the camera. And by the way, how much memory can that store, or like how much memory does it have inside? Like,
well, it really depends on the SD card that you put in. It uses a micro SD card the same way that you use, and most cell phones use micro SD cards.
How much is expandable? Up to 64?
64 gig currently. I don't know if there's a 128 out yet, but I know that there's 64 gig. I have a 64 gig in mine.
Awesome. Well, that's a lot of photos. So this is great. I mean, it's very portable. Something that, I mean, I would imagine myself using it when I go to events, like sporting events or something.
Oh, absolutely.
Because
hold it above your head.
Exactly.
You know, so yeah, there's a whole lot of different ways that you could use this. You know, one of the ways is obviously using it as a traditional camera on the phone itself. But like you said, you know, it doesn't have to be there because it speaks to each other via Wi-Fi. So I can have this maybe on a monopod, you know, and stick it on a pole and go way high, and I can see exactly what I'm shooting, even though I'm holding a pole up in my air. Or, you know, great for doing selfies. I'm sitting there and
that's what I was going to say.
I can see it perfectly, line myself up, hit, you know, snap a shot. So it's perfect for selfies.
A lot of girls will enjoy that for Instagram photos and stuff.
Absolutely, or even blogs. Think about doing a blog. You know, you set it up and you can position it where you want it to and hit record and shoot your own blog.
That is pretty awesome. So where can we pick these up, and what colors are available?
All right, so they're widely available, and we have two different versions, and there's two different pricing for either, and I'll explain the difference between the two. So the QX10 is a 10x zoom, and it has a smaller sensor than your the QX100. but it's still about 18 times the size of the sensor that you can get on a cell phone. So you still have much higher, and you were saying earlier, low light sensitivity. Yes. The larger the sensor, the better a camera is in low light.
Right.
So with a 10x zoom, optical zoom, image stabilization, and the QX10 goes for $249, widely available, any Sony store, Sony.com online,
okay.
Amazon, many other retailers. I mean, just about any retailer that carries a camera usually carries these.
Yeah.
The other one is the QX100. Now, this is my personal favorite because I like DSLR photography, so I like to be able to control things like aperture priority and shutter priority. I like that shallow depth of field that you can get, and you can only do that with a premium lens and a premium sensor. Right. So this comes with a Carl Zeiss f1.8 lens and a 1-inch size sensor, so that gives me almost DSLR quality performance that I take on my cell phone. So this essentially becomes my cell phone DSLR.
Right.
And when I attach this to my phone and walk around with it, this can clip on and off like a almost like a DSLR lens.
That little extension or the thing that clips onto the phone is not
correct.
Necessarily.
Correct. And on the Xperia cell phones, there are some cases that you can buy that actually have that little clip, so you don't even have to have that the clip on the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And as you can see, I mean, this it holds on. It's not going to go anywhere either.
Yeah.
You have to worry about it falling off.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, appreciate your time. Thanks a lot for showing us this. I hope to pick one of these up soon in the future because those are really awesome.
You're gonna love playing with it. It's a phenomenal camera.
Yeah. Awesome, guys. Well, go ahead and check it out. Sony.com. You can pick one of these up. They look awesome. I mean, I can just tell you from just my hands on it for the past 5 minutes that I was messing with it. But yeah, go ahead, check it out. Thanks again, Eldine. That was awesome. All right,
thank you so much.
Be sure to subscribe to JV Tech 17 for more CES content.